Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is having a good day. Hope everyone's taking care of yourselves. Hope everyone's taking care of all of your family. If you haven't realized how serious what's going on is, please just watch the news, listen to a press conference, look around you, right? Everything that we've known, almost everything is being shut down. Probably most of you are out of work or not able to go to work because your work is shut down. This is serious stuff, right? We want to make sure we're following all the rules and regulations because we want to be able to get back to a normal life as soon as we can. And let's be honest, I miss your smiling faces. I miss greeting you at the door every day. So I want to make sure we are doing that as soon as possible. I hope e-learning's going well for everybody. I know it's new. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's okay with it. Again, if you have any questions, I'll be at my desk or at my computer and ready to answer any emails from regular school hours from 7:30 to 2:30. So please, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Or if you just want to jump in and say, "Yo, Mr. Brock, what's up?" Feel free to, please. Before we get started with today's lesson, please go to Unit 4 guided notes and open up the investment targets 3 to 6 guided notes because we are starting. It's a long chapter, and you just did the halfway review yesterday, and we're on the second half, so there's some new guided notes for you to take. You should have these guided notes up, and you should be taking notes with me while I go through my lecture. All right, so learning target number 3. All right, we're talking about mutual funds, indexes, and bonds, right? And once we get started talking about this, we'll start talking about the concept of diversification. And we talked about this concept on Friday. Some classes we went a little more in depth on it than others, but playing the M&M game. But again, diversification process is spreading your assets among many types of investments to reduce risk. And if you know from one of the first activities that we did in this unit, if you reduce the risk, you're also going to reduce the potential reward. And that's okay too, because you'll see in the next step why that's okay. So when we do diversification, all right, it's basically saying don't put all of your eggs in one basket. All right, think of yourself carrying eggs in one basket, right? If you have 12 eggs and you're carrying in one basket, if that basket falls, most likely all of your eggs are going to break. But if you have those 12 eggs and you put 2 in 6 different baskets and one basket falls, you still have 5 other baskets left. Now, it still hurts you, but doesn't hurt you as much as if all of your eggs in one basket hurt you. Right? An example of diversification and spreading your assets is something like this down here, where your portfolio consists of 25% in the stocks, 25 in bonds, 25 in mutual funds, and 25 in speculative investments. That's just a nice, easy way to diversify your portfolio and save you some risk. All right, so we're in this today. We're really going to talk about mutual and index funds. Again, great ways to diversify your portfolio. I would star that. Right, this right here is a nice, quick little video. I like it because one, I like LeBron. Yes, I'm a LeBron fan. Lay off, it's okay. LeBron asked Warren Buffett on investment advice. If you don't know who Warren Buffett is, Warren Buffett's one of the most famous investors of all time. He's extremely wealthy. He is known for his investing skills and his advice. He asks him for advice, and he basically tells him, "Yo, LeBron, go to index funds. Safe, easy way." Right? Basically, what is an index fund? All right, an index fund is examples are S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. All right, what they do is they track a specific index for a fee, and we'll talk about what an index is in a second when it relates to the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. All right, the big thing here is they are cheaper than a mutual fund. All right, it's cheaper than a mutual fund, and you'll see why tomorrow when we start talking about mutual funds. All right, when we're talking about index funds, they are less risky. Like I said, so that means less reward sometimes, and that's okay. We want that. All right, but the pros, it saves you time, gives you diversity, reduces risk, and it's cheaper than a mutual fund. All right, those are all huge pros, and a lot of people invest in those index funds because of these pros. All right, now let's start talking about the Dow and the Standard & Poor's 500. I've mentioned them a lot. You're like, all right, guy, what the heck are these things? Let's get into them. These are just articles that tell you more about them if you want to dig into them. All right. The Dow Jones, referred to as the Dow, all right, it's made up of 30 stocks. Here are the 30 stocks and the ticker symbols that makes up the Dow Jones. All right, all these companies are blue chip stocks, and they're not just 30 stocks. They're 30 of the largest publicly traded companies that exist on the New York Stock Exchange and on the NASDAQ. All right, they're big boys. All right, and what the Dow Jones does, it averages out. It has some algorithm that averages out all of these companies put together. And the reason it's diversified, or why it's diversified, is that if you invest in Dow Jones, you're basically betting that all of these, or the majority of these, will go up rather than going down. So let's say right now, I'm getting killed in Nike because you're active in the game and you see that I'm getting killed in Nike. So if one would just invest in Nike and Nike would tank, you would lose a lot of money. But if you invest in Dow, even though the Nike goes down, you have 29 other companies to bring it up. So you're not just investing in the Dow, or in Nike. You're investing in all these companies. And these are pretty big companies on here. You see American Express, Apple, Boeing, Caterpillar, right? Cisco, Coca-Cola, ExxonMobil, Home Depot. Now, we are living in a very unique time when you're like, Mr. Brock, yeah, but all those companies are down. Yeah, everything's down right now. All right, that's why the Dow is very volatile and going up and down thousands of points a day. And you'll see at the end how much it's going down. All right, so the Dow is going to take all these 30 companies and average them out. All right, more likely than not, it's going to bring out good returns because these are the blue chippers. Remember, solid, profitable companies that have a track record of growth. All right, and these are diversified because you're basically, when you invest in the Dow, you're invested in all 30 companies at the same time. If one of them goes down, you're okay because you have the other 29 to pick them up. All right, people kind of refer to the Dow as the market indicator. If the Dow's up, that means in general the market's up. If the Dow's down, that means in general the market's down. Because if these 30 companies, the 30 of the biggest, most successful companies in our nation are doing well, that means most everyone else is doing well. If these 30 most successful companies in our nation are doing poorly, then most all other companies are doing poorly. All right, let's move into the S&P 500, which is short for Standard & Poor's 500. Forgot the little parentheses. I'm sorry. If you haven't noticed right now, the S&P makes up 500 stocks. All right, all the stocks that are in the Dow Jones, the 30 stocks, are also listed in the S&P. All right, so this is more diversified. Instead of 30, this is 500. The big difference here, while the Dow it treats each individual company as equal, the S&P does not. The S&P is weighted by market cap. All right, you're going to see how that is in a second. All right, so again, a nice way to diversify your portfolio is basically you're investing in 500 different companies instead of one company. And by their algorithm, and it's weighed by the market cap, they'll give a number saying the S&P is up or down. Usually, if the S&P is up, the market's doing well. The S&P is down, the market's not doing so well. All right, the big difference between these two, besides the number of companies, is that the S&P has very small companies, along with the big companies, while the Dow only has the large blue chippers. All right, only has the large blue chip stocks. The S&P has both big boys and little guys. All right, it has both of them. All right, so what we're going to do for our activity today is you're going to go to Unit 4. You're going to go to Activities. And you're going to go, what's in the S&P? Well, It's kind of jacked up, but you get it. So what's in the S&P 500? And you're going to put it in Notability. Let's go back to Notability. All right, so we're going to go to this interactive map. And this is one of my favorite websites of all time. I love this website. It's awesome. And it's going to show you a map of all 500 companies that is invested that the S&P tracks. All right, again, these stinking pop-ups are killing me. You could navigate it by over here, 1 day, 1 week. Very simple. Different sectors: technology, financial, services, consumer goods, basic materials, healthcare, industrial goods, utilities. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different sectors. And the bigger the square, the bigger the market cap, and the more weight it's going to have on the S&P. Like these little guys, if it's red, you see this is Occidental Petroleum Corporation. It's down, right? Whichever one you click on, it's going to be. All right. So Schlumberg Limited. All right, oil and gas. It's $14 down, 2.5 points, 2.85% down as of yesterday. Microsoft yesterday up $8.25%. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to use that article or use these questions that we have on Notability, and you're going to answer these questions. Nice and quick and easy. Gives you a better understanding of the S&P 500. All right, last thing we're going to do, like we do every day, is let's go to How the Market Works, and let's see where we stand. Actually, let's go to stocks first. Yesterday, the Dow was up 5%, up 1,000 points. Still recovering 2,000 from Monday, but we'll see if we get there. All right, so we're going here. Yeah. Give all these out the way. I'm almost done with you, so you can stop listening to my voice. My contests. View rankings. Let's see. Jack with $16,000. Nice. Very nice. Man, I guess if your name's Jack, you're doing very well in this game. All right, let's see. Let's go back to the bottom. Keep going. JD Rockefeller still not doing the best. Let's see. Ooh, taking a live, almost lost 17 grand. It's okay though. That's all right. Let's see where I land. I'm there. Almost lost 6,000. So I'm not doing very well. So remember to keep making your trades. Remember to get that activity done today. Turn in the one from yesterday whenever you get a chance. And take care of yourselves. All right. Again, any questions, please hit me up. Email, Schoology message, whatever's easiest for you.